I'm sleeping what the fools do.
You got 3 eyes, but you only used 2.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Good Dad here. And today, we got a good video. A bitter baby grandmama. I mean, this lady's the in-law from hell, and you're gonna see why. She thinks she can get child support from her son-in-law, like she's his wife. There's a couple plot twists and turns in the story, so stay tuned. But before we jump it off, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Stupid ass. And if you're down with the full nuclear family, I want you to put a family emoji in the comments. Let me know that you about this life, about this full family life, man, woman, and child raising kids. And we're gonna get this thing popping.
All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1011, Berkeley versus Alberts.
Thank you. Okay, you all may be seated. Okay, Miss or Mrs.?
Ms.
Miss Berkeley, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
It's Miss for a reason. Trust me. Watch this.
Your Honor, I'm here to get custody of my grandchild and also to make my or soon-to-be ex-son-in-law to pay the child support. My daughter was diagnosed with lymphoma, and Your Honor, it was a long and difficult process, as you can imagine, and he wasn't up for it, and he left. And so I went and helped my daughter and helped my granddaughter through this process. And they had been legally separated. He was paying child support, but when my daughter did pass away, I checked into the account. I had access to her financial business, and I checked the account, and he was not putting the payment in there. So I'm looking for...
You see the way these women think that we're just supposed to be on child support? Like we're just supposed to get up and go to work every day. Like we're supposed to get up and brush our teeth every day. Like we're supposed to get up and put clothes on. These fucking women really think that we supposed to be on child support. Like that's just a prerequisite of being a father out here. This country got these women's heads fucked up beyond all recognition. For you to have the audacity to go have the idea and then to actually file the claim in court and to come and do such a thing. The fucking nerve, the audacity. It's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous, and this shit need to stop.
For the back payments that are due, and I am looking to get custody of my granddaughter.
Okay.
So what you're saying is, what this woman really believes is 1 + 1 = 2 in her brain, her fucked up brain. This man has the kids with him, the kid or kids. I'm too pissed off to really focus right now. But the children stay with him, and she think just being a mom, the grandmother, not even the mother of the child, that she can go to court and steal his time and his child from him, like my baby mom did, and then put him on child support, like my baby mom did. Just because? Who do you are the grandmom. You have no parental rights. What is wrong with you?
So let me just make sure I'm clear. Your daughter is deceased now.
Yes, ma'am.
And my condolences.
Thank you.
You're pretty much trying to step into the shoes of your daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I understand.
I think it would be far more appropriate for me to be raising the daughter than for him
Okay. Why do you believe it would be more appropriate?
He
See, this is why I like JVB, because these dippy ass bras, they get in her courtroom, and you can tell by the little woo mannerisms that they be trying to play that sisterhood game. They be trying to trigger JVB's sisterhood gene that all the other females have. But JVB got a brain that works and knows how to add 1 + 1 = 2. So when they get in that courtroom and they try to do their little sisterhood shit, I be loving it because she don't go for none of that shit. Shout out to Judge Vonda B.
He has a lifestyle that I don't necessarily think is best for raising children.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll get that from him. Mr. Alberts?
Yes, Your Honor.
Cares.
What's going on?
Some of those details are correct.
Which ones are not correct?
The fact that I bailed on my wife,
And one thing I just noticed is that everybody in the crowd that's watching these cases, they're other litigants. Like that one in the top left corner with the tie and the drunk ass collar. She's another one. She's the one that I covered in one of my earlier videos. She's the one that threw the $1,500 birthday party for her child, for her 8-year-old daughter, and the father didn't want to participate, so she tried to take him to child support because he didn't want to pay for a $1,500 birthday party. But yeah, all of these people in the crowd are other litigants. That's just now making sense to me.
our marriage was over a long time before that diagnosis, and we mutually agreed that I would pay child support, that I would support her financially, and I did until she died. And now there's no one to pay child support to, and I don't know why she's dragging me in here, trying to take my kids away from me, talking about my lifestyle, saying I didn't love my wife.
What lifestyle is she talking about?
I don't know. Ask her, Your Honor. I really don't know.
What lifestyle?
Well, he spends a lot of times in bars.
Okay.
A lot of time in bars. He spends a lot of money on babysitting because he spends a lot of time in bars.
Okay. Going to the bar is legal.
True, but who's going to be there to help with homework? Who's going to be there to hear the sad story of how she was bullied in class that day? A babysitter?
Who said she was bullied? Who said she ain't the bully? Who said she ain't the one slapping the shit out of other little 10 and 9-year-olds? Huh? Who said that?
I don't think so.
So, are you always at the bar and leaving the baby with a babysitter?
No, Your Honor. Anytime
How would she know that?
Exactly. He trying to find an answer. He can't find. I don't know.
Maybe because I call every night to say goodnight to my granddaughter,
Okay.
and it's the babysitter that picks up the phone.
Okay, so you don't necessarily know whether he's there or not, right?
Well, why would there be a babysitter there if he's there?
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying, you don't necessarily know if he's present or not. You just know that the babysitter picks up, right?
Yes. Okay, technically, yes.
Okay, well then technically you don't really know what he's doing unless you are actually at the bar with him. Or you have someone spying on him, which is completely wrong. But that really has nothing to do with why we're here today. His child support should have stopped because there is no one to pay the child support to. Your granddaughter lived with your daughter, right? At the time of her death? Right. So you can't step into the shoes of your daughter. But only other living parent is dad.
True, but Dad was not around for the last 2 years. I was.
Right, but the child now has been living with Dad since your daughter passed away, right?
Yes.
And when did your daughter pass away?
About a year ago.
Yeah, your rights are not superior over his in this particular case.
You don't have any rights. You don't have any rights. Your daughter is the mom. Your daughter has died. There's no one for him to pay child support to because there's no one that the child is living with but him. Stupid, stupid, stupid woman.
There wouldn't be. There's no reason why he should be paying child support to you. I mean, you had access to the account that the money was going into because of your daughter. But now that she's deceased, there's no one to pay the child support to. So he should not be paying child support anymore. So he did the right thing. You just may not agree with it, but
I do not agree with it, Your Honor.
Why do you need the money?
I don't need the money. I need to make sure that my granddaughter is getting everything that she deserves.
But how would you?
So if you don't need the money, now, let's use some logic here. Let's use our man brains. If you don't need the money, like you said, and you would like to take care of the child, like you're insinuating, then why put this man on child support if you don't need the money? And if you don't need the money, why do you need the money to make sure that the child has everything that they need? Because if you could provide everything that the child needed, then you wouldn't need the money from child support. You understand what I'm saying here? That's 1 + 1? That's 2, right? 3 if we fucking? Just 2. Okay, just 2.
You know that if she lives with him. Now, if she lived with you, that would be valid. But if she lives with him, you can't necessarily speculate and say what he is or he isn't doing.
Well, I know what my granddaughter tells me.
Well, we're not going to go into that because children aren't very honest all the time. And how old is this child?
6.
Yeah, they have a very big imagination. So, I mean, I can't do anything about that. He should not be paying child support. And I'm assuming you cover the child on health insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, the only thing I can...
He's doing everything he's supposed to do. Open shut case. Judge, bang the gavel on this fool. Let's get this thing over with. I got another video to do. You feel me?
Order, pretty much is that he maintains that child support, the medical support on the child, but other than that, and that's through your employer?
Yes.
That's all that...
No child support ordered. Child lives with dad. Father will keep paying health insurance as per usual. Man is doing everything that he's supposed to be doing. He's done everything he's supposed to have had done. The woman died. The child lives with him. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And he's still miserable because of her mom. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Not even in death can a man have peace.
He can be ordered to do. I'm not going to make him pay child support for a child that belongs to him and that lives in his house.
Fine.
Okay. Is there anything further from you?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from you?
What if the child wants to come live with me?
Well, she's 6 and you're not her parent. So she does not get to make that call. Now, dad starts doing something, like if it's actually proven that he's being neglectful and going to bars or anything like that, and the child ends up living with you, then yeah, but you're not the parent. So unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Recap. For you to think that you could do something like that, something as childish and petty and vindictive as to try to take a man to child support who you haven't even had any type of relationship with on an intimate level is wild, crazy to me. What they call it, nasty work. Woman, it's plenty of other things that you could have been doing on this day instead of sitting your ass, your little skinny, bony, broke ass in court, trying to take this man's child from him so that you can extract child support from him, and he's not even your baby's dad. He's your daughter's baby's dad, and you think you can take him to child support? On what grounds? Because you don't like him? You don't like the way he's parenting? Or you're upset that he doesn't do things the way you want him to be done? It doesn't matter what your name is. Man, I'm sick of this, man. Hey, yo, look, like, comment, and subscribe with your stupid ass. Throw a family emoji in there. Let me know what you're down with the nuclear family. Man, woman, raising these kids. Let me see you on the next one.
Wake up, sleeping what the fools do. You got 3 eyes, but you only used 2.